Yes, it'll be on you.
I know, but it was ringing back, so.
I'll just.
For recording purposes, you need to keep it on.
Okay, all right, all right. Well,
I'll just.
okay, all right. Maybe I got bad breath. That's all right. That's appropriate for Ramadan. You know, it says bad cues. Thank you. Y'all think I'm just talking off the top of my head. No, I'm talking the real talk here. I hope I do have bad breath, because I sure have been trying hard. I'm trying to make this Ramadan the best Ramadan I've ever been involved in. Now, we're all supposed to be doing that, but as I was telling the brother earlier when we were standing there, all of us supposed to be doing it. Everybody. I don't care who you are. You're supposed to be, and also you're supposed, when you come to Jummah, you're supposed to make it as if it's your last Jummah. But when you get my age, then it becomes apparent this might really be it. Because one of them is going to be it. One of them is going to be it. You know, there's nothing to get all shook up about. But one of them is going to be it, and this may be it. I don't know. Next Tuesday, I'll be 77, so I don't know. It might be. You know, mashallah, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. So anyway, don't drag yourself into darkness. That's the point I want to make. Then now, the subject, and I accept Brother Imam Ramadan revision on it. It says what? Muhammad, this peace be upon him, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, is what Allah created humanity to be. All right, so that y'all don't have to put yourself, well, it means us too. No, human brings us all in, and that's really the use of men here. It's really meaning human beings, not talking about the male gender. All right, so that's why I said, well, I accept that revision, yes. All right. So this is what, then how do we, if he is the example, then how do we, I mean, he's who we're supposed to be, how do we get to be who he was? Well, as Brother Muhammad mentioned, that's what his wife Aisha, and I think you made a mistake, brother, on her being the second person. And she was not the second; she was just a little girl. You know, she was not the second witness. I don't know whether she was even born when he first accepted the mission. But she was his wife. Aisha was his wife. That was his young wife. That wasn't Khadijah. That was his young wife that said that. That he was the Quran walking.
That's right.
So how are we going to be the Quran walking? Not just because we say we follow Muhammad. We have to put the Quran in ourselves. He left it for us. That's what he left it for us, to put it in ourselves. And as he mentioned, he left us his sunnah also. But he made sure that this overrules the sunnah. Because we have so much sunnah going on now, and some of it is marked sound and unsound. You know, so some of it just not. We don't have to determine that it's not. Because some of the theory is questionable. The linkage is questionable and all that. But the Prophet ﷺ told us himself that if my sunnah conflicts with the Quran, throw away my sunnah. Now that's one of his hadith. Said if my sunnah conflicts, so this is the guideline even for the sunnah, and this is what we have to digest. How do we digest the Quran? Well, the Quran is revelation, right? I got a note I wrote down here somewhere. From revelation, we get knowledge. See, I wasn't expecting to do anything till tomorrow, so I had to write my notes right quick. I had them down at home, but somebody did tell me to bring my Quran with me. But and my brother, they had to go, they travel, they'll be back. My brothers from Little Rock, who I was so glad to see, they were supposed to take my, and they're still going to take my place on the list tomorrow. But we got it. So here, so this is what I wrote down here today. It says, from revelation, we get knowledge. We have to also recognize that knowledge has two significant aspects, to wit, information and inspiration. Those are the two aspects of knowledge: information and inspiration. When you look, when Allah says that He did something for a prophet by inspiration, you look at the word, and I can't remember exactly what the word is right now, but it comes from the word hayya. hayya, which means to be alive. Now, do you wonder where Imam Muhammad got that subject from? It says religion means alive. I know I could stab at the exact word, but I'm telling you, it comes from the hayya. All right. And as I say, I wrote it down at home, but I wasn't able to get it together in my head here. But so it means inspiration. The word for inspiration. When you read inspiration in the Quran, if you look over there, you're gonna see the word from hayya. It'll be derived from. It'll be like hayya, something like. I'm not sure. But it's coming from saying hayya, like hayya ala salah. It's coming from that same. So if you know hayya ala salah, then when you see inspiration and you read English, look over there and you're gonna see something like hayya ala salah, like that. But it's not exact. It's not the same form, not the exact same form, but it's coming from that word. Meaning the inspiration is alive. Now, why do I point that out? Because information alone can make you stagnant. The information must cause you to move. That's inspiration. When you digest it at the level where, if you're just reading the Quran just for information, and you can get information, but that doesn't mean you'll be a believer. Because a believer is inspired by what they read. They're inspired. They're moved by it. So much so into what they do. They implement it in their lives. I think it's the second chapter, 121st verse. I didn't write it down or take it, but I got it here. But I remember the translation goes something like this: that those who study the Quran read the Quran or study. I'm not going to sure which translation you start. Reads it or studies it as it should be studied. That's what. And so what is it? But the word there for studying it means to follow. To follow. Let me see if I can find that as we talk. Okay. So just reading the Quran is not sufficient. We have to be inspired by it, meaning that we're taking it in, and that's what's giving us life. And when that gives us life, then we are moved by that, and that's how we can then, because that's what the prophet, he was moved by. His life was ruled by what he received. So that's what is meant by saying that he was the Quran walking. It doesn't mean that he had Quran under his arm. As a matter of fact, they didn't have it in book form during his lifetime. They had some pages written down here and there, but they didn't have it in book form. I gave to some of y'all know which one of the colleagues it was that put it in book form. Usman, yes. All right. Some of you may not know that. You also, I look out there and I see my beautiful brother from Atlanta, Georgia, and he put something on my mind last year that has been working with me ever since. He said, during the month of Ramadan, we are able to read the whole Quran, which took Prophet Muhammad 22 and a half or 22 years or some months to get. Now that don't mean that we better than him, it just means that we're blessed with an opportunity. And then I think of how blessed I am. I can say how blessed I am. You may not like it, but I can say how blessed I am. I'm so blessed until Allah has blessed me to read both English and Arabic during this month. All right? And we'll finish it, inshallah, we'll finish it in 29 days, just in case we only have 29 days. And why did I mention that? Because I wanted to mention also that if we remember those rak'ahs that we were doing, if we do that for 30 days, then in that 30-day month, if it's a 30-day fast, then we will actually have made 1,320 rak'ahs in 1 month. Now that don't mean that we don't earn anything, and we only get what we get because of Allah's mercy. But at least it gives us that. I feel good because I tried. So sometimes during those rak'ahs we may forget what we may have to do a correction at the end of the prayer because we forgot what to say. But at least we will try. And Allah rewards us according to our intentions. So make sure you make that intention. And so in 1 month we'll have done 1,320 rak'ahs if we follow that formula that we gave you earlier. And if it's a 29-day fast, then we'll have done 1,276 rak'ahs in 1 month. So next Ramadan you can shoot for that. I'm so thankful to Allah to bless us there. Now, my approach to any subject matter, now that Allah has blessed me with it comes from the inspiration I get from the last few words in the 30th chapter and the 28th verse. I have all the whole verse down here, but I just want to read this part here, right here. It says, كَذَلِكَ نُفَصِّلُ الْآيَاتِ لِقَوْمٍ يَعْقِلُونَ. Nufassilu is the word I want to mention and want to focus on, and Yaqilun is the word I want to focus on. Did he get back yet? No. Akil, that's my brother from Little Rock. I like to hit him on this, but anyway, I got it on him years ago. Let's deal with Mufassilu first. This is how I approach the Quran. First of all, I'm reading for the purpose of improving myself to make my living, my habits, and my activities more pleasing to Allah. And I know that the best way to do that, and really the only way to do that, is to see what Allah has revealed for guidance. And if He says, this is Allah says, Nufassilu, that's saying we. But that we is referring to Allah. Nufas and fasalad means to break something down into details. You know, they like we're working on a vehicle. You take all the screws. You get that's breaking it down into details. And you're gonna find we also have a surah that is called Fusilat. All right, I think was it 41? Is it 40? I'm not sure. But anyway, yeah, okay, it's in the 40. It wasn't the Hamim surahs. I think it's 41. Yeah, because 40 is Mukmin. Mukmin, yes. All right.
41.
Yeah, 41, is that right? 41, yeah. Fusilat, all right. Dealing with details. So when with the way the Arabic language is structured, when you deal with the details, it just expands the whole subject matter. You don't, because you're not looking at one word then. You're looking at the whole process. And Allah is saying, yes, that we give the details of ayat to a people, to a people, Yaqilun. Yaqilun. He ain't gonna come in, so I guess I have to go on and say that. Y'all have to tell him when he come back in. They were traveling, so they just got here. One of the brothers diabetic. He had to go get something to eat because his situation. All right. So Yaqilun comes from the word Ikalat. And Ikalat means to tie things together. Now I'm going to dip in your conversation a little bit now, Brother Emmanuel, because you hit it right on the head. You just didn't use the word Ta'akalun, but you was talking about the mind. And that's how we think. That's what the thought process is. That's how you were able to get here today. That's how you knew who you were when you looked in the mirror this morning. You looked in the mirror, I remember you from yesterday. Yeah, you were Sally. I remember you. Yeah. Don't you know that some people don't remember who they were? And we say that they have Alzheimer's or dementia. Dementia, that's dementia. That's dementia, yeah. So it's a blessing. So you Alzheimer's, dementia, whichever case. But that's what I'm reiterating this so that we understand what the thought process is so we can improve upon it. You know, when you know what something is, then you can do a better job. All of us think. There's no question about all of us think. But most of us, yes. But most of us don't know what the process of thinking is. And that's what the process is. The process of thinking is taking new information and connecting it with something that you already knew. And you say, oh, yeah. For instance, I may say something today, and it may not ring anything. You may, oh, man, I don't know what I was talking about there. And